and welcome back to KajalsMathplus. Before we start, let's meet your educator Kajal Lohade, coach, mentor, and educator.
So, guys, the topic for today's discussion is, can mathematical thinking be taught? Okay, can you teach students mathematical thinking, or can students learn mathematical thinking? Is it teachable? Can we taught mathematical thinking? So, guys, to know the answer for this question, what you needed to understand is uh, you need to understand that math is the form of poetry. An intuitive leap as great as any work of literature. It isn't just about new ideas, it is about expressing them beautifully. Like any form of intuition, a good place to start is by studying the greats of history. Okay, so the great place to start learning mathematical thinking is to start by studying the greats of history, and then see what you can understand from the history. So, guys, here are some concepts that you can learn from history to understand what is mathematical thinking and to know that how beautiful math is. Okay, so for example, you can study the elements of Euclid, you can study the conics of Apollo, okay, Apollo, and then you can also study completing the square and the theory of parallels. These all are a few examples that will help you to understand the beauty of mathematics and mathematical thinking. So, what to do? Exactly what to do. Guys, there is plenty of beauty to be found and plenty that will pass you by. But seeing this will at least give you an the idea of the possible. If you see and if you study those elements, those historical concepts of mathematics, you can imagine what can be possible with mathematics. Okay, how beautiful mathematics is. So, to understand the beauty of mathematics, to understand the depth of mathematical thinking, to understand the what can be possible with mathematics by learning mathematics, you have to see and you have to learn some historical concept. Okay, so what to do? Here are some steps that you can do to understand and to learn mathematical thinking. Okay, so the first one is try and calculate a methods for predicting football scores or dating a woman or dealing with outdated stereotypes. Okay, guys, so you can practice and calculate results for this event or things. So, as long as mathematics is abstract, it will be meaningless. So, guys, why am I telling you to do this? Because we know that in previous video, okay, I told you the abstract nature of math. Okay, if you want to see that video, I will provide the link in the description. So, we know that the abstract nature of mathematics, and so as long as math is abstract, it will be meaningless to study. It has to be potential use to understand mathematics for students. If students don't see, if you don't see the use of mathematics, if you can't able to relate it to the real world, you will just run away from mathematics. You will find it unnecessary. So to connect math with real world, what you can do is try different methods uh, to calculate a score of dating woman, your football score. Okay, anything you can do. The next thing you can do is set yourself a challenges. Okay, you can set small challenges for yourself, just like try to make a circle from straight lines. Guys, do you know, if we can extend the straight line, okay, we draw a straight line and we keep on extending that line until the infinity, that straight line will convert into circle. So you can try to draw or try to make a circle from straight lines, and it will be a real challenge for you. You can predict a particular prime number, right? So guys, mathematics is as much about asking questions as it is answering them. Okay, in mathematics, questions are equally important as answering those questions. So you have to focus on questions also, because when you focus on questions, when you understand the question very well, then only you can develop your thinking and find a solution. Okay, how to approach solution. So that is the way of doing. The next thing you can do is you can set yourself a task. Okay, first thing what we did is we try and calculated the methods. In second, you have to set yourself challenges, and third thing you can do is set yourself a task like counting the number of people in your city unable to sleep. Okay, here which mathematical concept you can use to predict the exact number? You can use probability or permutation and combination in different way. There is lot of ways and methods to do a particular thing, so you can start with anything whichever is useful for you. So guys, why I'm telling you all those things to do? Because I believe all mathematical knowledge comes from curiosity. Okay, curiosity is the base of all mathematical knowledge. If you are curious enough to ask questions, to find for solutions, you will get the one. Because if you don't have curiosity, you always look for shortcuts and the thoroughness to take a rigorous and methodical approach. So you will not able to learn the deep and exact process of mathematical thinking. So how can I improve mathematical thinking? Guys, do you know that math is the basis of civilization? When you learn the history of mathematics, then you will realize that the base of our civilization is mathematics. How? I will explain it in my upcoming videos. So you can subscribe to my channels to stay updated about my content. Okay. So now uh, mathematics is the thought process that brought us down from the trees. So what I can tell you is stop reaching for bananas and start reaching for the stars. So guys, now you must be thinking, how can I improve my mathematical thinking, right? When I told you about what is mathematical thinking and how it will helpful to you, now you wanted to know. I know you must wanted to know, how can I improve mathematical thinking. So guys, first know that math is purely practical subject. Okay, what you need to do is just imagine a problem and try to visualize it. Okay, I told you it is purely practical subject and it is abstract subject. So when you are presented with a problem, you need to visualize that problem in your mind. It makes you to think logically. Okay, when you visualize the problem, when you imagine that problem, it makes you think logically. It makes you think logically, and you need not to learn those formulas. Okay, when you understand the problem, visualize it, you yourself make the formulas, you yourself come to the formula without even memorizing it. You can try if you have doubt. Okay, and then tell me. The second thing you can do is try more to draw picture of problem then solve. When you are presented with a problem, the first thing you need to do is you have to imagine a problem and visualize it. Second thing you can do is try more to draw picture of problem and then solve. And you don't need to actually take a pen and paper and picturize the problem. You can do that also, but if you can imagine and draw the picture of problem in your mind, it will be more helpful to improve your thinking and critical creative thinking, right? So stop running by formulas and try to understand how the particular formula works. I am not telling you to don't use formulas. What I am telling you is to just stop running for formulas only. You don't always need to go for formula. Instead, if you understand how the particular formula works, the strategy behind that formula, how the formula has been created, then you can on your own make the formula and solve the problem with ease. So guys, it becomes possible by practicing more and more problems. You cannot just take one formula, imagine it, visualize it, and stop looking for formula and do it on your own. No. For that, you need a lot of practicing to learn to imagine, learn to visualize, learn to think. Okay. So for that you need practice. When you practice more and more, you will become perfect, and it will be possible for you to actually solve a problem without running at formula and make a formula on your own. So guys, I'm sharing some more tips for you to be better at mathematical thinking. So stay tuned. So before that guys, what I wanted to tell you is I have created the 5 days training program in which I will be helping students to change their mindset into mathematical thinking. Okay, so it is 5-day weekly training program. Because I'm on the mission to change the math mindset of 1000 plus students in 2021 with my mathematical thinking model. And why I'm doing this is because I know lot of students lack the mathematical skills when they go for a job in their career, or when they go for higher education, or in their life. Because I already told you that mathematical skills are not only important for you to pass the exams, they will be helpful to you in your career, in your workplace, or in your life also. So if you want to learn and if you want to join my weekly training program, you can just join. I will give you the link in the description, or you can just email me at the email address provided on the channel. Okay, I will see you there. So let's see some more tips. And before that, if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, KajalsMathplus, so go right now and subscribe to my channels and press the bell icon, so that whenever I upload a mathematical video, okay, uh, you will get notified. The first step to improve your mathematical thinking is read math books. So guys, I know you lot of students here are they don't have a habit of reading. But guys, if you can read a mathematical books from elementary to advanced level, you will realize a lot of concepts. You don't need to understand each and every concept given in that book, but if you can just read the books, the lot of words and phrases that goes through your eyes, goes through your mind, and whenever you presented with particular problem, then it will get click and it will be helpful if you start reading math books. So which books to read? You can just read from elementary books to advanced level books. Okay, you can just start with your textbooks also, if you are a very beginner and if you don't understand any maths. So read about history of mathematics. I told you to read math books, but you should be focusing on reading about the history of mathematics. I already told you in the beginning of this video why you should learn the history and the concept from history of mathematics. So, in history of mathematics, you don't need to learn how mathematics has been developed, which scientist developed which concept. This is important, but mostly you should focus on the important solved problems in the history. Okay, your focus should be on important solved problems in the history of mathematics. What can you do is solve those problems and exercise a lot. There are a lot of books, mathematical books, who can give you a problems for practice and to exercise. So you can solve this problem which are already solved in that books, or you can try on your own exercise. Even if you can't do it, okay, even if you can't find the solution to all problems, what you need to do is try. because when you solve a particular problem, you start to think about that problem. So even if you didn't get the solution, at least you got the understanding, you got that level of thinking to understand that problem. So even if you look for solved problem, okay, in the textbook, even if you read the solved problem, you will learn how to think about that particular problem. So go for old historical math books, go for historical mathematical concepts or equations, okay, and try to understand those solved problems and exercise them a lot. So guys, you don't need to do it all at once, okay. You can take your time, read and understand the notes and explanations, and then think about the problem and try to solve it yourself. I told you to solve some problems on your own, so you don't need to go see the problem and directly solve it. You will not gonna get it, I'm telling you. So just take your time, read, reread, understand the explanations given in the book about that problem, and then think about the problem, the question and the explanation, and then try to solve it yourself. So guys, what I'm telling here is be methodical, start with easy problems and continue to the difficult ones. You don't need to go for advanced and difficult problems. You can start with easy problems first, very easy, okay, and then step by step go to the difficult ones. When you are able to solve easy problems, then go for difficult. You don't need to go for difficult directly. If you go, you will never able to do it. So be methodical, start with easy problems and then continue to difficult ones. So if you have to look at the solution provided in the textbook, you can see the solution and then solve it again and try to understand it very well. So solve more math problems and advanced ones too. When you learn to solve easy problems, then go for difficult ones. When you understand the difficult problems and you can solve it properly, then you can go for advanced math problems. And you have to solve all types of math problems from simple to difficult to advanced. And then only you will get the mastery of your thinking skills and master of mathematics also. So guys, how you can do it? You can do all those things, reading the books, historical books, solving the problems, only if you make studying math a priority. When mathematics is your priority, then only you can do it. Not anyone can do it, and that's why lot of students, majority of students lacks the mathematical thinking skills and ability. Guys, see, whoever is topper in your class, okay, in mathematics, you can see he is doing a lot of problems on own. He is doing all the exercises, he is solving problems on own, okay. So if you make the studying math priority, then only you can do this. For that you need to create good study habits, okay. You have to plan your study accordingly. You have to stay consistent, master one before moving to the next, okay. You can't go directly to the next level, next problem, higher level. No, you have to master the first one before going to the next. Do you know, we have to pass the first standard, then only we can go to the second standard, then third, then fourth, so on. Same with the studying also. You cannot just go to the advanced level. You have to start from basics first. So there is really only one foolproof way to teach yourself mathematical thinking, and it is actually studying mathematics. There is no magical way, there is no magic that you just click and the magic happens. No. So the only way to teach yourself mathematical thinking is actually studying mathematics. And how to study? As broadly and deeply as you can. You have to study deeply mathematics to teach yourself mathematical thinking. So guys, for you, learning mathematics should always come first, okay. If you learn mathematics first, then you can create that mindset, okay. Mindset come as the consequence of learning it. When you learn math, your mindset automatically develop into mathematical thinking. It is the consequence of learning. So be patient and do things in the right order. For that you need to be patient, because it is not overnight process. You need to be patient with your task, with your challenges, with your reading habits, with your study habits. So be patient and do things in the right order. I'm underlining right order. You cannot go directly to the higher levels. You have to do in right order, step by step. You cannot learn how to think like a mathematician until you actually know enough mathematics to think with. I also told you in my training program also, if you have attended that, if you want to think about something, you should know what that something is. Okay, guys. When you think about, suppose you have to think about some recipe, okay, or you have presented with some dish, okay, food. You have presented with some food. How to convert that food into something better, how to think how can this food be made, you should know about that food deeply. So I'm not going deep into that. Just understand that to think like a mathematician, you cannot learn how to think until you actually know enough mathematics to think it. If you don't know what is mathematics, you cannot learn the mathematical thinking. So to think like mathematicians, you should know what is mathematics. What they are thinking about is what mathematicians do. They think about mathematics. So, and if you want to think like mathematician, you need to learn mathematics first. Okay, what is mathematics? You need to learn what is mathematics. You need to understand mathematics. Then only you can learn how to think. I'm not telling you to learn all the formulas, memorize them. You should learn all the basic concepts of mathematics. You should know all the textbook mathematics from your schools and college. No, I'm not telling that. I'm just telling you that you should understand exactly what is mathematics, what the subject is. You should you should understand the context of that subject, the idea behind the problem presented. Okay, you have to understand mathematics, its language, the meaning of symbols, and then only you can learn to think like mathematicians. And if you learn to think like mathematicians, there is no way to hold you back from achieving a great success in your career, moving ahead in your career and in your life also. So guys, you should know what is mathematics. In my honest opinion, it's not about calculations and computation. I mean, they are part of it and they are very important applications of mathematics. Okay, they are important part of mathematics and they are very important applications of mathematics. But in essence, I feel like math is about structure and pattern, and it's about logical deductions that is based on solid premises and observations. And of course, most important of all, mathematics is about inspiration. True mathematicians are artists of the mind. Underline this sentence: true mathematicians are artists of the mind. Okay? So that's all for today. I'll see you in the next video. If you like my video or if you find it useful, even if you don't like, because many of students, for you this is very different perspective about mathematics. So if you find it informative and useful and like it, please hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends also to change their perspective on mathematics. And please share subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to stay updated about my latest math content. I'm Kajal, your maths professional educator and personal trainer who helps students to fall in love with mathematics. I'm signing off. See you later in the next video. Till then, keep learning. Have a happy learning. Bye bye.